heck are you? That's where my head's at. Just trying to kill some time over here. Anybody interested in the chit chat? Me and my best friend in the whole wide world, Roni the dog. We're talking Roni the dog, macaroni, rice-a-roni, ace-a-roni, roni. He is my best friend, folks. The dog is my best friend. Always was and always will be. This handsome guy. Always was and always will be. As long as we're walking around, as long as he's with me, we'll come on and stream for you all at least once a day. Sometimes twice a day. Sometimes 3 times a day. That's the most I've ever done yet so far, though. 3 streams a day. Yo. How are y'all doing? That's a white Catahoula. He's a purebred. Purebred dog. A rare purebred. Woohoo! It's starting to rain. Par for the course, man. Gotta love it. Gots to love it. Maybe I can get soaking wet. Definitely par for the course. Thank you for the like. Whoever you are in Streamland. You know I love you guys. I love you all. It's the Stale Shady Show. Thank you again. It's very nice of you all. How's everybody else's weekend going? Started out sunny, but now it's starting to pour again. Check this out. Pretty cloudy and rainy, but what are you gonna do? Nothing. That's why I'm here, to talk to you guys. Talk about anything that you're interested in. Just got cut off the road by this crazy driver. I'm glad my friend taught me manners on how to drive. I have manners anyway, but dude told me that I follow too closely, that I might be making people nervous when I drive the car and I follow people too closely. The general rule of thumb is for every 10 miles an hour you go, it should be 1 car length. So if I'm doing 35, 40 miles an hour, that's 4 car lengths. I don't think I follow too closely. I think it's just right. And he's telling me how that I should never use my blinkers all the time. But if there's nobody on the road with me, I don't see the point on using your turn signals. That's like doing it for somebody that's not even there. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm understand, rubber band? I'm not mean, Jelly Bean. I'm just a nice guy. I'll knock you down to peanut size if you don't listen. Yo, Daniel Brown. Hello, Daniel Brown. Good morning, New Zealand. Wow, that's pretty far, my man. I'm in the United States of America on the East Coast near the Atlantic Ocean. And this is a big holiday. This is what we call our Memorial Day weekend. And that's for all the veterans who sacrificed their lives. And that's what this holiday is all about. It's a 3-day weekend. Thanks today. I'm always thankful, Danielle. Danielle. What's going on, Danielle? I recognize this name. You're here with me all the time. I know you. New Zealand. That's a pretty far off land. So, want to learn an easy way to count the months in a year? They have a saying, but I'm not going to bother making you learn a saying. I'm going to show you how to do it with your knuckles. Watch this. I'll show you what I mean. Man, I'm having difficulty here. Hang on. I'll get this right eventually. I'm going to show you how to count the months. I won't be able to do this. I thought I was going to show you something, but again, I'm failing it all up, Danielle. What are you going to do, honey? Danielle, not honey. I could tell by the picture. Just thought I would chat with people today. Kill some time with my doggy. Thank you for the likes, though. Good old dog, man. He's flipping the channels with his nose. That's what he's doing. He's flipping the dog channels, trying to tune in Fifi. Fifi's the female dog. It's a little poodle. And my dog, he's trying to score with a little poodle. He's a big galoot. He's a 100-pound white Catahoula. But he's all I got, Danielle, and I love him to death. And he's actually the star of my radio show, my podcast, whatever you want to call it, my live stream. I just put the camera on him and let him run the show. Good. I love positive attitude. Umpire Chris, yo, bro, yo. I'm glad your video's doing well with the Wolfman. Clap for the Wolfman. He gonna make your record high. Clap for the Wolfman. Dun, 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 dun. How about this one, Chris? Put the Monster Mash on in the background. I was working in the lab late one night when the moon installed. Dun, dun, dun. They did the mash. Dun, dun. The Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. They did the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. Put that song on with your wolf mask and do some drumming to that, my man. You're going to get 10,000 views that way. You know, put a little bit of music in the background. You like my singing, Danielle, huh? Thank you. I'm telling my friend he's doing a terrific job on his channel, and he sits behind the drums, and I'm suggesting some music for him. So I'll be the singer, and he'll be the drummer. And we'll do the Monster Mash, because he's got this real cool mask. And he puts it on, and I guess everybody loves it. So we're digging that. You know what I wanted to sing for you today, Danielle? Yeah, Danielle. You know what I wanted to sing, but I couldn't sing? I wanted to sing Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles, but it's another rainy day over here in Pennsylvania. Yo, Zuri, dude, person. I'm glad you're back, man. You're always leaving comments. Zuri's one of my regulars, Umpire Chris. Zuri and Danielle. All right, I'll sing Here Comes the Sun. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. Do 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 do. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. You like the Beatles, Danielle? Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, do 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 do. Here comes the sun, I say, it's all right, do 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 do. Yeah, man, the Beatles. I'm dying to sing that song, but it's been cloudy for the past week. I'll come up with another song. You like the Beatles? How about we all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live. My friend made up his own words. We all trip off a purple microdot. You probably don't know what that means. Purple microdot, purple microdot. We all blank off a purple microdot, purple microdot. Yeah, had one of them little purple microdots one time, and somebody gave me a ride in a Volkswagen. Yo, Sean, pal, what's up? And I was sitting there, and I felt like I was riding in a big microdot, because the Volkswagen looks like one, you know? Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, Sean? I'm singing the Beatles over here from my people, Danielle and Zuri, my locals, my regulars. Yeah, man. There's Roni. Roni the dog. Come on, son. We gotta go. We have to move along. Yeah, yeah. How about, what else? Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why my dog had to go, I don't know. He wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday. I would sing it about a girl, but I love my dog. What are you gonna do? That's where my head. Oops, almost forgot. That's where my head's at. Do 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 do. Chris and Zuri, I got a new thing going on here. I'm gonna call the show "That's Where My Head's At." And after I get done saying like a sentence and I make a statement, I'm gonna flip the camera back on me and say, "That's where my head's at." Like I'll give you an example. There's 12 months in the year, and there's a saying you can say to memorize it, but I got a cooler trick to how to memorize it. As soon as I get my two hands free, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You use your knuckles. You start off on your knuckle, and then you go down in between knuckles. So you would start off, you can see I can't do it. I'll do it later when able to put the phone down. But that's where my head's at. See, that's where this whole conversation is going, Danielle. Yeah. And umpire Chris, professional umpire, standing next to the Philly manager. I see pictures of him. He's a big shot, man, big shot. Can I have your autograph, Chris, the next time I come down to Philadelphia? You got to save an autograph for me, sir. It's very valuable. It's like a collector's item. I'll put it under glass. And I'll sell it on eBay someday for $1 million. Umpire Chris's autograph. And not only that, he's a great drummer to boot. Check out his videos. Yeah. My man Chris. That's his real name. Do. Do 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 do. I was walking in the park one day in the merry, merry month of Memorial Day. I was taken by surprise by a pair of beady eyes in the merry, merry month of May. That's where my head's at on Memorial Day, chatting with you all, walking the doggy, walking the doggy. I'm passing my neighbor's house and I don't want to say hello, so I'm gonna pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. There we go. Picking up the pace. Did you ever hear that song by Dishwalla? It's getting go. Pick up the pace. That was one of them progressive bands back in the mid-90s. Dishwalla, Toad the Wet Sprocket, ridiculous names, but they were around for a while. You guys are hitting it off. Danielle and Chris, man, they're in the chat room talking about life, spreading the good word. Danielle, Chris is a good guy. You go right to heaven. You hang around Chris, that's a ticket to heaven. No devil, heaven. Chris has nothing but good thoughts. He always thinks about the other person. I don't think Chris ever said anything negative his entire life. The very first time I met him in music class when I was in 7th grade, he was showing us all these tricks he could do. Chris is real flexible, you know. He's able to lock his fingers behind his back and put his arms around his head. I can't even do that with a baseball bat. He can do it with his hands. And then he's real tough, too. He used to let us punch him in the stomach as hard as we could. And I would. I didn't hold back. I punched him in the stomach as hard as I possibly could. And he looked at me like, is that all you got? I feel like mosquito bites, Richard. So I gave up. I hurt my hand on his stomach. What do you do, 1,000,000 sit-ups a day, Chris? My God. Sit up all day? How do you make your stomach muscles so tight like that? Somebody pokes me in the stomach with their finger, man, I double over. Yeah, Chris is he's a limber dude. Perfect example of pure fitness, this guy. And we're no young spring chickens neither, man. We're up there, man. Chris is probably 1 or 2 years. We're about the same age, I'd say. So, yeah, man. Hanging in there, keep it in shape. I am too. I'm trying to. I got this smartwatch. I walk like 13 miles a day. I'm up to 14. And that's where my head's at. You know what, you guys? I'm going to play doctor. And you guys are going to be my patients. But I'm like a psychiatrist. So sit back on the couch and tell me your problems. And I'll tell you how to solve your problems. Anything. You could ask me anything. Doesn't have to be about yourself. You could ask me why the sky's blue. I'll give you an answer. I'll ask me about karma. And I'll give you an answer like, well, karma comes back at you tenfold. If you're a stale person like me, you're going to get staled out your entire life 10 times harder. But if you're a good person like Chris, then you're going to get good things come at you 10 times harder. You know, that's why you never see Chris sad, man. That dude's always smiling. Right, umpire Chris? Do you have bad days? I don't think so. Well, everybody has a bad day, but man, this dude just walks around smiling all the time. I try to walk around smiling. But it's not easy when you're a stale dude like me. That's where my head's at. Yeah. Watch this house coming up. See this house I'm coming up on? They got a cat and a dog in there. And the dog's only a small little dog. And it runs toward the window and practically smashes through the window to get to me. There it is. I see it now. Here, I'll zoom up on it. You see the dog? Watch, as I walk by, I'll nonchalant show the window. Real nonchalant. See the dog? It's up on its hind legs. See that? It wants to run out and attack. It wants to mate with my dog. It wants to. That's Fifi. That dog's Fifi, and it wants to get with my Roni. And it's practically coming through the window to get to him. And they got a cat in there too. I see the cat in there all the time. Boy, I would love a cat and a dog at the same time. They don't really fight. Cats and dogs get along. That's not true what they're saying over here. Here comes a car. Woo, slow down, mister. This is a path where people gotta walk, son. It's one of them one-lane bridges. Adrian's back, man. Thank God, Adrian. I was wondering where you were at. Boy, I was missing you. Am I saying that right? Yeah, I think I am. Do 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 do. Look at the stream, the lovely stream. One of these days, I'm gonna get an inner tube, and I'm gonna jump in right here. And about 5 miles downstream, well, no, about 1 mile downstream is my backyard. So I'll jump in the inner tube, and I'll float down this stream with a can of beer. And when I get to my backyard, I'll have my friends have a barbecue ready for me, and I'll get out of the inner tube and I'll eat a hot dog. Sound like a plan, Umpire Chris? Yo, 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 keeping it real, dude. Keeping it real, my man. My man, since we were riding big wheels on the block, Chris had a bigger big wheel than me. And he used to put like the American flag on it and ride around, and the American flag would blow in the wind. We were all patriotic. We were 5 years old and we were patriotic. Yeah, man, that's what we did. Yo, 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 keeping it real. What's the deal, Castile? Yo, yo, yo. Trying to put a smile on somebody's face over here. My regulars are with me, Adrian Hernandez and Umpire Chris and Zuri. Can't forget you, Zuri. Dude's been with me since the beginning of time. On the very first days of my streaming, Zuri chimed in and said, yo, Rich, what's up, man? Why they call you stale? And then my friend Derek chimed in and filled Zuri in with the scoop. And then that's what's up with that, man. Yo, 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 keeping it real. There was a fishing derby today. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hi, Karen. Somebody just texted me, and they said they're watching me. I'll be watching you. Every breath you take, every move you make, every vow you break, I'll be watching you. That's for you, Karen. Karen, tell your son to call me. I'm trying to get a hold of that little guy, and he never calls me back. I'm trying to incorporate him on this live show. It's gonna be like, he's gonna be like my sidekick, and we're gonna walk alongside each other. You tell him this, and I'll be like Howard Stern, and he'll be like Jackie or Robin, or I'll be Robin. I don't care, and he could be Howard Stern, and we'll go back and forth. The world wants to hear what's going on in a young man's mind. They get sick and tired of this old fart talking about nonsense. So we can get into Joseph's head. This show will blow up, man. Then it'll be like professional, like, you know what I'm saying there, Karen? And, yeah, man. I mean, that's the plan. That's where my head's at. Dr. Rich over here. Sit down on the couch, man. I'm going to tell you how it is in life. You don't have to tell me your sins, but tell me what your troubles are, and I'll smooth them out for you. I think my son wants to go this way. All right, son. We'll go this way. Sound good, buddy? My Roni. I made up this song. It goes like this. Roni. My dog's name is Roni. 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 He likes it. Sometimes he runs fast when I sing that song to him. Yeah. No, dude, what are you saying? I'm 62. I'm 64, Chris. Watch this. Give my dog a biscuit. So I am older than you, cuz. I'll be 64 in September, cuz. I was born September 1960. 64, my man. But that's all right, because I'm going to retire next year. Well, I retired 10 years ago. But I'm going to officially retire next year. I live like a vagrant. I got enough to pay for my cell phone. I got a hunk of junk car. I got this beatnik dog, and we beatnik around the neighborhood every day. But I'm not like I don't eat. I pig out, man. I have like a bowl of cereal and a bagel, and they had a free barbecue today down fishing derby out back of my house. There was a pond. There is a pond out back of my house. That's how old Chris is, probably. Chris is 62. And the pond out back of my house, and they had a fishing derby today. And in Pennsylvania, I have to tell this to specifically person from New Zealand. Who was that again? That was Danielle. Danielle, in Pennsylvania, you don't need a fishing license today. Normally, you need a fishing license that probably costs like $50 a year. But they're 2 days out of the year, no fishing license required. So everybody and their grandmother came down the pond today, and they had tossed their rods into the pond with their fishing lines. And they actually held a fishing derby, and whoever caught the heaviest fish won a prize. Now, I would have participated, but I chose to go down to the Lehigh River Gorge and walk my dog and live stream with you all. But I came back at the end of the day, and I got some of the leftovers and got to see some of the end of it. It was really nice. They set up these porta potties for people, and they set up like a little wash station, and they had like a food truck there. You know, with them food trucks, they have like a little awning on it. Somebody's in the window hustling behind the grill, whipping up all the good goodies. Yeah. So that's what was going on here. That's where my head's at. Now, Dr. Rich is going to solve your problems. So go ahead, fire away. I'll tell you why the mailman always wants to hang out, or I'll tell you why, I don't know, why the cow jumped over the moon. Hey diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog, oh, good dog laughed to see such sports, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Good dog. Yo, I'm getting my regulars, man. I'm building up a show over here. I love you guys, man. One of these days, I'm going to get my friend's son over here, and we're going to have a young man, and we're going to have an old man, me, and we're going to go back and forth, and he's going to hold his phone, and I'm going to hold my phone, and I'll keep my phone on my ugly kisser, and he'll keep the phone on the dog, and you guys could fire away questions at him, good dog, and he'll answer, and you get into a young person's mind, not just an old fart like me, so you'll have diversity. Instead of just dude with a beard with a white dog, you get into the young person's mind, and I'll learn too. I'll see what young people like, man. And we'll get a bigger audience that way, good dog. I'm live with my dog. Okay. Beautiful. Awesome. Yo, 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 yo. So we got 2 live shows going on at once, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's where my head's at, Chris and Danielle and Zori and River Raymond and Nikki and JKL Pop and Shadow Man. Where's Shadow Man at? He's lurking in the shadows. I like Shadow Man. He's got a name like me. Oh. I'll have to watch your live show then, good dog, man. One of these times. Man. No, go live in 5. You mean with you? Oh, wait a minute, because I made an offer. I put an offer out there on the table. Yes, with you. I have to send you the link, good dog. I don't know how we're going to do this because I still got to learn it. But since you're interested, my man, I'm interested. When I go home tonight, I'm going to watch a couple. I'm going to educate myself. Like Jeffro from the Beverly Hillbillies. I got a 6th grade education. I'm going to be a brain surgeon, and I'm going to figure out how to connect good dog. And this way, boy, I'll be able to do it with all you guys who like doing that. Man, we'll get some variety in the show. We'll make this thing happening, man. Instead of the same old, same old. That's where my head's at. Dr. Rich, with my I'm psychiatrist Rich, no offense, and you guys are my patients. And I'm going to, yes, good dog's into it, man. I'm into it too, good dog. I keep saying I'm going to do it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. And boy, once I get the hang of this, that sounds like fun. Yo, 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 keeping it real in Pennsylvania on Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. No work tomorrow. We still got one more day over here. One more day. You could stay up late tonight. You can sleep late tomorrow. You could have your breakfast in bed. No worky work for anybody. At least in the United States. I don't know about over there in New Zealand. They have their own holidays too. Yeah. So I'm on a mission. Now I'm on a mission. Good dog. I'm going to figure out. I'm going to go home and I'm going to have that plan and I'm going to shoot you the link. See, I wanted to practice on somebody right in front of me, but we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. You know, I can't break anything. It's not like I could break something. We'll figure it out, you know. I'll try to shoot you the link and see if it works. And it's not like I could break something. That's what I tell my friend. They're afraid to touch their laptop or their computer. I'm like, dude, how you gonna learn? He's like, oh, I'm afraid like I'll get a virus or something. I said, just don't click on anything that you're not familiar with. But you could play with the fonts and learn how to do certain things. But you can't break it. You could always back out. That's what I tell my friend. So sounds good, man. Can't wait to get Good Dog on with me. Chris wants to come on with me too, but he wants me to figure it out first. So Good Dog is going to be, him and we're going to learn how to do this. From what I understand, there's an option right before I start the show, and I have to copy and paste the link, and I think I'm going to have to maybe get like an email, your email. I don't know how this works, but I'm going to figure it out. Watch this. What are you going to show me, dude? No. I know what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. So it sounds good, man. Sounds like a plan. I understand. Sounds like a plan. Here's another house where the dog runs out of. The dog comes after my dog, pounces at the window. There's no dogs there today, though. Oh, there it is. There they are. See them? Watch, I'm not lying. There they go. Whoops, I'm crashing into my dog. See the dog? See him? They want to mate with my, they want to come get my dog. There's another Fifi. Another Fifi. I like them. That's a nice couple over there, man. They remind me of Barbie and Ken, because she's real hot and young, and dude's like 6'4", and he's built like a brick shit house, and he's got blonde hair, and he's got blue eyes. So I call them Barbie and Ken, because they're probably the best looking couple in this development. And they got them Utah license plate. They're probably Mormons. Now, that's not nice. I shouldn't say that. But isn't that where Mormons come from, right? I watched South Park, and I learned something. South Park is a very educational show. Not quite like Futurama, but South Park is one of the good ones. My dog's picking up the pace. All the vacation homes have cars in front of them today. Like there's this area here where I'm at, 50% of the people don't live around here full time. And I guess since it's the vacation Memorial Day weekend, that all the houses that are normally not full. Here, I'll show you something. See that outdoor fire back there? They got the radio going. I have a fire pit in my backyard. I pour gasoline on it. That's how I get rid of all my old furniture. One time I got that fire so hot, it lit up the whole back. It looked like a 3 Mile Island going up over there. It's really flaring up. And one time I was playing my guitar, and I was getting so into it, I threw my guitar into the fire pit when I was done the song. Now that's getting into it. It was like $100 guitar. I got it at a pawn shop. I could have got a few more years out of it. But I was like the last song of the night, and I wanted to end the show on a high note, and I threw my guitar into the fire pit. All the lacquer on it went up, man. The only thing left were the tuning pegs and the strings. The next day I went in there, and I got the tuning pegs and the strings out. Well, listen, I'm coming home, you all. And my router's going to pick up, and everything's going to get all fouled up. Good dog, I am going to watch videos and learn how to freaking do this once and for all. I promise.